Now, for you people listening on, if you're just tuning in, watching on YouTube, I recommend that you go listen to the entire episode because I explain why I'm so jacked up today, so happy. Listen, if you want to hear the entire episode of the podcast, if you want to listen to the audio podcast, if that's your thing, go down to the links below. In today's episode, the link to today's episode is down there both on iTunes. I'll put SoundCloud on there, and I'll put iTunes, SoundCloud, and then the Libsyn link. And you can click on that and listen to the whole thing. But if you just want to watch this clip, great. Please hit subscribe. Please hit, which way is it? Please hit the bell icon, and please hit share. If you'll notice, I have less than 300 subscribers. You can change that. You can be the guy that says, dude, I've been with this guy since back when he was just a little no-name guy with less than 300 subscribers. You can be with me when I have millions, when I'm bigger than PewDiePie, man. By the way, nobody's bigger than PewDiePie. But please hit subscribe, please hit share, and please hit the bell icon because that's, the YouTube algorithm with Google and everything. That's how it works. And if you do listen to the podcast on audio, please make sure to hit subscribe to that as well. And for all of you people who are complaining about how bad the sound is and the fact that there's no graphics and blah, 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 it's because I need money for that. So if you want to support the show, the show is at the moment 100% fan funded. So please send your money. Remember that song "Send Me Your Money" by Suicidal Tendencies? Great, one of the greats. You can send me money at paypal.me/archadvocate, paypal.me/archadvocate. And no, I don't do Patreon because those people are evil. We don't do business with evil people. Now, living in the lie, Kamala Harris, right? Kamala Harris goes on TV when she was on her little presidential trail. She goes on TV when she was visiting somebody's house, and she was asked about her support for Jussie Smollett. And boy, it was like, it was like that scene in The Devil's Advocate. Remember where the lawyer, who, if I remember right, looked a lot like Rod Rosenstein, he was like choking because the black dude put the voodoo curse on his tongue. Remember, he took the cow tongue and he nailed it twisted it up and nailed it to the board. That's how she was like. She was like, dumb, 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 dumb girl. Remember that? Oh, come on, guys. Now, this is you. When we talk about living in the truth, and that's how I open the show for those of you watching on YouTube. If you just want to watch this segment and then check out the entire podcast, living in the truth. What we are seeing right now, Kamala Harris, I don't care. Listen, you might be a bedwetting liberal. You might be the biggest Kamala Harris fan who ever lived, right? You might just be like, yes, I hope she wins presidency. Okay, fine. Now look me in the eyes and tell me that you believe that she is a truth speaker. You believe that lady speaks the truth. So you don't think that she's just got her finger to the wind of whichever way the public opinion is going, and she'll just say whatever she has to say to keep that fame, the momentum of fame going. This is our penalty for what we have done. We now have to listen to the insane ramblings of Kamala Harris. We now have to listen to Cory Booker, who is a United States Senator, right? One of only 100 people on the planet. The Senate, he sits on the Senate, and he goes on television and says, "I am Spartacus." He goes on television and on Twitter and on Facebook and on probably the Young Turks and all these other places, and he says, "Oh, look at me, I'm a victim because I'm black." Even though, as Tucker Carlson points out, even though his parents were both executives at IBM, and he went to Yale and Stanford, and I believe it was either Harvard or Oxford, like one of the schools in England. He went to not one, not two, but 3 schools, that are like impossible to get into. And he's going to go on TV and talk about what a victim he is. This is our penalty for derivating from the truth. Kamala Harris, you know what I mean? The children of darkness, as what's that guy's name? Jussie, not Jussie, but Jesse, the guy that has the show where he talks about being one of the children of light. God help me, I can't remember his last name. He's a good dude. Kamala Harris and Cory Booker, they're the children of darkness. They are the agents of evil. And we can look at that and point fingers at them and be like, yeah, those are evil people. Look at those evil people. Look at those demonic things. We can point our fingers at them and laugh all we want, but the fact that they are there, that's on us. We let that happen. Okay, you're saying that's too extreme. Okay, well, how is it that in Christian churches in America, both in Catholic Church, Episcopalian churches, Methodist churches, Lutheran churches, we have gay ministers. We have open atheists. Like, the reason why they're there is because they are an atheist and a lesbian, who are ministers in Christian churches. People, we can sit here and point the fingers at these people all we want. Jussie Smollett, he's our fault. We did this. We derivated from the truth so bad and made things more important, like fame and money, to where a guy goes on he declares to the whole world that he was attacked by a couple of white people, because white people are evil. White men in particular. White men who like vaginas, evil. White men who like vaginas and marry one woman and have white babies with that woman and raise them. Evil, 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 evil. He makes this whole production trying to get more fame, trying to hang on to that rope of fame. And nothing would stop him. There was no lie too great. And we're all very lucky that two white men didn't get falsely accused, because he would have continued on with that lie. Because he's godless. Why not lie? Why not send two people to prison? They deserve it. They're white. We can look at these people, these demons, and point at them and say, ha ha ha, you demon, we found you out. But to a certain degree, you should do that. But at the same time, we have to recognize these people are in the places where they are, the places of power, be it in the Senate, or be it because they're Hollywood celebrities or whatever. We have to acknowledge that because of our unrepentant lifestyle, where we don't bring our garbage to God and demand of God the truth, whatever it looks like, because we haven't lived that life, this is what we have become. Now on to the next segment.